Hey guys and girls in YouTube land, how you doing? Jason here again with Headless Telecaster project, part 3 I believe. Just want to show you where I'm at with this, and you guys can tell me what you think. So here we go. So here it is, here's what it looks like. I just finished cutting out this pick guard. So I got the earth neck installed. I'll just show you roughly what it looks like on the back. Had a couple of screw ups. So the earth neck fit in there really good. I had to contour the square telly body. Like the heel of the tellies are all squared. And obviously, you know, it didn't fit on this neck. So I tried to contour the back of the body to kind of match the contour of the heel. And it worked out pretty good. You know, it's not fantastic. And then I used these grommets to mount the neck. That worked out great. But my Fastener bit slipped on this one, and it totally wrecked the surface of the wood. I was able to get my shim in. So anyway, I just filled it with wood filler, and it's nice and dry now. So I'm going to try and sand this down, and I might have to replace this, like the grommet on this side with the new one, because I'm not sure what it's going to look like once it's done. I got to sand this body filler out of there. So I got a slight belly contour right here, and I have a slight forearm contour up here, but I'm going to try to emphasize that a little bit more. So totally screwed up the top pickup cavity. So the top cavity had to be moved down, and so I figured I might as well route it out with like big enough to put a humbucker in there if ever I want to, you know, put a P90 or whatever. And look at that. The router bit just hit something in here. I think there was a piece of a screw in here from whoever had the guitar before, and it shot off to the side, and I totally screwed that up. So this is a mess. And then the router bit was dull, and it kind of gutted everything in here, so it's fine. I'm just going to try and clean that up a little bit, and this is just a measurement of where the pickup will probably be. And then I started with a regular Telecaster pickguard, and then had to make some modifications. So this is going to be, this is just a template for the real pickguard. So it's kind of going to look like this once it's installed, and so kind of like that. And I just put my telly plate just to see, you know, how to angle this. So it's kind of going to be like a small little pickguard. So it'll look like that when it's done. And I think it lines up pretty good. I'm not 100% sure if the pickup is going to be centered to the neck, to be honest. Anyway, so now the next thing I have to do is find out where my bridge is going to be. And I don't know what the deal is. Like, this is a 25 3/4 inch or 25 1/2 inch scale neck. And when I took a measurement from, you know, the top of the nut to all the way down to 25 3/4 inches, I'm like right here, which means the saddle would have to be right here, which means the bridge plate is actually going to be inside this cavity here. So I think I might have to build like just a little shim of wood across here, and then fill this with epoxy, like the inside, where my bridge will sit, and then just take this pickup route up to the pickguard and just route it here. So I can, you know, it'll be routed square, like for a humbucker or whatever, down the road, and then I'll be able to put like a pickup ring and a real telly pickup for now, and have everything like kind of in place. So things are kind of coming along, but there are some measurement issues that I'm running into right now. So yeah, so I just thought I'd share that with you. But it's coming, and I think it's going to look, I think it'll look cool once it's done. This is going to be a carbon fiber pickguard, and with the black bridge, black hardware. And I think it'll be pretty neat. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, so don't mind the flowery rag. So for bridge alignment, I just taped up the guitar, and I'm going to use this straight edge It's at our industrial art shop here at school where I work. And so I'm just going to line this up all along side of the neck. And I'm going to run a straight line down here. Do the same thing on the other side. And run a straight line down here. And that will be centered to the neck, right? Now, like I haven't really done this before, but that's pretty much common sense. And then I'm going to measure 25.5 inches to see where my bridge needs to go, and then just run a line and then see how I'm doing with this pickup cavity to see if I'm still within spec or if I have to modify some stuff. So yeah, here we go. All right, so there we are, centered to the neck. That's how that works. And now to find my 25.5 inch point. Okay, so for scale length measurement, according to StuMac, you have to measure from the inside edge of the nut, which, so the side that butts up against the fretboard. Now, I don't know if on my guitar, if that's going to make a difference, that there's also a 0 fret here. Like I do have a nut, but I have a 0 fret. So I guess it would be from the top of the 0 fret, because the string actually sits on it, and then, I don't know. Anyway, they say to measure from the inside of the nut to the center of the 12th fret, and then double that. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I got everything figured out. So from the nut to the 12th fret, it's exactly 12 7/8. So if you double that, you get 25 3/4 inches. So here's my problem. So the problem is 25 3/4 inches is right here on this line. And you can see that this line is where, so 25 3/4 inches is where the E string saddle needs to be, which means the bridge plate is going to be over this line. So I took some measurements, so I went up 5/8 of an inch. I'm going to route this out. I'm going to route that black part out and just have a square route. I'm going to epoxy this hole here and move this cavity up here so that my bridge plate will roughly be even with this. My pickup will be somewhere in here, and then I'll have a pickup plate that'll meet up against my bridge plate, which will make it look like it's one area. And it'll, even though this pickup is being moved up, it'll still be fine because the neck pickup is way, like, doesn't start at the bottom of the route. The neck pickup will be roughly where this black line is. So you know, if I have my bridge pickup right about here, you know, kind of in an angle this way, and then I have my neck pickup over there, it's still within distance of a typical Telecaster. So I'm not sure why this neck isn't just like lining up perfectly like a normal Telecaster would. I don't know if it's because it has 24 frets as opposed to just 21, but the scale length is the same. So this Earth guitar that I got this neck off of is a 25.5 inch scale. So was this Telecaster. So I don't know why the discrepancy, but so this little piece of wood will just stay right in there. I'll fill this with epoxy. This will become kind of part of the guitar, and then it'll just be a square route like this, as opposed to like this weird round pickup route. And down the road, I can install a P90 or humbucker or whatever. So anyway, that's the plan, and just going to keep moving ahead, and I'll keep you guys posted. And you guys, shoot me some comments if you think I'm making a big mistake here, or if you think maybe that neck should be moved. But I don't know. Anyway, so far, everything seems to be going okay. These measurements are a little off from a traditional Telecaster. All right, cheers, guys.